My parents disowned me, so I became rich, but now they want me back in. When I was 17, I won first place at the state science fair with a solar-powered water purification system. My chemistry teacher cried when I got the medal. My mom didn't come. My stepdad said, "That's nice. Now get back to stacking shelves." We lived in a double-wide on the edge of a forgotten Arizona town. My mom worked nights at a diner. My stepdad drank most of what she earned and called it stress relief. College? That was a fantasy reserved for someone else's kid, but the science fair judge wasn't from our town. He was a recruiter from Caltech. He handed me his card, circled an email. "We'll cover everything," he said. "Just apply." That night, I stayed up using the neighbor's Wi-Fi from our porch. I filled out the application while listening to my stepdad argue with mom. I could still hear him say, "We don't need a smartass in this house. We need rent money." When the acceptance letter came, I told them I was leaving. My stepdad laughed. "Where are you gonna get the bus fare, Einstein?" I left the next morning with $43 in tips I'd saved and a backpack of clothes that didn't fit anymore. I couch surfed the first semester, slept in the engineering lab a few nights. I emailed professors asking to audit extra courses. I volunteered for every research study that paid. Blood draws, brain scans, sleep deprivation trials. I signed up for them all. I got used to hunger, but never got used to silence. I didn't hear from mom once that first year. By sophomore year, I was building prototypes for a low-cost desalination unit with a PhD student. One of our test models caught the attention of a nonprofit in Kenya. They flew us out. I saw villages where kids walked 5 miles for muddy water. I watched an old woman cry when she drank clean water from our machine. That moment changed everything. I turned down corporate internships and stayed in the lab. I graduated a year early, got a grant, spent 2 years traveling across Southeast Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa installing our system. At 25, I founded Aquaforge, a clean water tech company. By 28, we'd deployed over 1,000 units across 14 countries. Then the UN called. They wanted to feature Aquaforge in a global campaign on climate resilience. They invited me to speak at the summit in Geneva. I emailed mom the link to the live stream, not expecting anything. 2 days later, I got a voicemail. Her voice was scratchy, like she'd been crying. "I saw you on TV. You looked so happy. I'm sorry. I'm so proud. I wish I'd said that sooner." She didn't mention him. She didn't have to. He died of liver failure last year. I saw it in the obituaries. Last month, I got another letter, handwritten, postmarked from my hometown. It was from my old high school. The chemistry lab had burned down in an electrical fire. Insurance wouldn't cover the full rebuild. They were asking for help. I stared at the envelope for a long time. Then I picked up the phone and made a call. 2 weeks later, I stood in front of the new lab, named the Forge Center for Applied Science. State-of-the-art gear, solar panels, full robotics wing. I cut the ribbon next to Mrs. Sanchez, my old chemistry teacher, now retired but crying all the same. A kid came up to me afterward, nervous, awkward, said he wanted to invent something that could clean the air. I handed him my card. "Send me your sketches," I said. "We'll build it together." I drove past the double wide on the way out of town. It's still there, but the porch. Light was off, some homes you can never go back to, so you build new ones, for others, for yourself.